Live from Dallas-Fort Worth, this is WFAA News.
And we begin this midday with the start of the parade for the South Oak Cliff State Football Champions. Let's take a look back at the moment that they made history here.
The Sock Golden Bears are state champions.
There it was right there, and they are now being celebrated. The Bears winning their first state championship in the school's history over the weekend. We've got live team coverage for you at this hour as the celebration just continues today. Chris Sadeghi and Ariel Placencia are at today's victory parade, and Damon Fernandez is at the end where he's actually going to MC the celebration program coming up at noon. We're going to keep that parade up live for you at the bottom of your screen for those of you who weren't able to actually get out there in person today but wanted to watch it. Right now, though, let's go over to Chris Sadeghi. Chris, you are actually in the procession right now.
Yeah, we weren't totally expecting to be at the very front, but we're pretty much leading the way, Jason. In fact, we're in our weather truck, so we're going to be able to give people a first bird's eye view, really, of everything that's going on. Now, I'm going to show us our weather cam. We're kind of still waiting to get going. We should be pulling out any minute. If I swing back around, you can see kind of everybody back behind us. And then the Dallas superintendent, Michael Hinojosa, he's in that vehicle right there behind us. So we're even in front of the superintendent. I guess that's how much rank we pull. But I'll tell you what, Jason, we were over there in the staging area, and I saw the Dallas Mavericks have people here. The Dallas Cowboys have people here. Of the various schools in Dallas ISD taking part in this celebration, the feeder schools to South Oak Cliff. This entire community really taking part in this celebration of their football team. I was just talking to people. They were talking just about how great it is to have the entire community behind one cause. It's rare that you get everybody behind one cause, 100% of support in support of something like this, but that is the case here today. It feels like one of our pro sports teams won the world championship. That's what this parade feels like. If ever there was a parade worthy of a state championship football team, this is the one. I mean, just so much happiness, talking to people, graduates throughout the years who've been waiting so long to celebrate something like this. They turned out to take part, and I talked to some of the slingshot riders. They're a part of this parade, and they talked about just how glad they are to see something like this happen to Oak Cliff.
It's history. It's a milestone. I mean, we've never been here before, so we are absolutely taking advantage of this day. We are so happy for the school, the community, and everyone that's involved.
All right, and if you join us for our coverage, our continuous coverage on the stream, you will see exactly what we're seeing from right here on the parade route. And Ariel Placencia is out on the street, so she's going to have a different perspective of all the action. Ariel.
Yeah, hey there, Chris. You know, we're all Golden Bears today. There's so much pride. You were exactly describing it so well. Pride for what this team has done for the school, proud of what this team has done for the city of Dallas and for this community, and everybody has come out for it. And we're standing just behind you, Chris. We're kind of at the beginning of where the celebration begins. We've got schools from in the area. They brought their celebration teams, cheerleaders. We got the band. We've got so many people standing, waiting to see this school and all its supporters walk through the town. It's about a mile-long walk, and we're going to be there too. And as you mentioned, we are just getting started, waiting for that official signal to get this celebration started. Chris, you also talked about it feeling kind of like a professional team. Some of the people that I talked to described it like the Super Bowl. That's what this feel has for this team. And you know, I got the chance to talk to the man of the hour. Thank you so much to Jason Todd for his time. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, it went a lot of hard work, a lot of grinding, a lot of things that people don't see away from the games that these kids committed to. It shows a lot of commitment, dedication. Those are words that come to mind.
Yeah, a lot of hard work went into this season. It's all paying off today with a big celebration. A last look here. We're going to be showing you a live look at the parade all throughout this show and also online, so make sure you join us there. Again, we've got the dance teams, cheerleaders, schools from all over the area coming out because they feel like this championship is theirs too, that they have so much pride in this team that they won it for the city, for the school district, and obviously for themselves. So we're so proud to be here. I'm honored to cover this historic event. I'm going to have another update in 30 minutes, but Jason, I want to let you know, I asked that coach, I said, hey, you're going to run it back next year? He said, absolutely. I'll send it back to you.
Gosh, it's never enough, is it? Even when they get it done, we're already asking about next year. Ariel, thank you. Looks like they're planning for a huge celebration out there today. Much deserved, too. Let's check in with Kyle right now about the weather that we're experiencing here in North Texas. Great day for a parade here, thankfully. You never know with these things when they happen in December, Kyle.
Yeah, certainly so. Could be 80 degrees, could be 20 degrees and sleeting outside. You just never know this time of the year. But yes, we will be blessed with pleasant weather this morning and actually through the remainder of the day today as well. So that parade obviously kicking off right now. Temperature's a little chilly, down into the 40s, but by the time the parade comes to a close, or kind of in the middle of it there, low 50s to maybe some mid 50s, plenty of sunshine. A pretty light breeze as well, so you don't have to deal with too much of a wind chill. Like I said, it will be a gorgeous day out there today. Dealing with a little fog earlier this morning. There's still some reduced visibility east of Dallas, so if you're east of Dallas, be aware of that, but that should steadily improve as we head through the remainder of the morning and then into the afternoon here, and most of you should just be dealing with nothing but sunshine as we head through the day today. Your high is going to be a little warmer than what they were yesterday, ranging from the upper 50s to maybe even some upper 60s there across western North Texas. Dallas to Fort Worth, about 59 to 61, depending on where you are. The normal high is 57, so it is a return to above normal temperatures today, but not by much. And when we compare it to how above normal we're going to be later on in the week, I think you'll gladly take days like today, unless you like the 70s and 80s and near record temperatures in December. We'll talk that forecast coming up.
All right, Kyle, we'll check in with you here again in just a few minutes. We want to bring in Jonah Javad now, who is joining us here in the newsroom to talk more about this huge championship that's being celebrated today. Jonah, you were actually at the game the other day. You're watching South Oak Cliff out there, and at first you were kind of concerned about this team.
I was for a little bit, because on their first possession they take a shot deep and it goes off the fingers, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, nerves. Are they gonna lose this game? But they settled in, took a 14-0 lead, and then you're thinking, okay, they're going to run away with it. And then Liberty Hill, their opponent out of Austin, settled in as well. Jason, Liberty Hill only threw the ball twice all game. Both fell incomplete, and they managed to tie the game at halftime 14-14. But in the second half, Sock pulled away because of great defense, and they got a timely touchdown to put it out of reach. And I'm on the sideline, and I have never seen a fan section so enthusiastic as theirs. 45,000 plus were in attendance. I'd say 70% of them were Sock fans. It was electric. Got a chance to run on the field as the players were storming, and what a great moment for the community getting to see that. Because as Jason Todd, the head coach, said after the game, it wasn't just for South Oak Cliff, it was for the entire city of Dallas.
It really is, and you can feel that support that they have there, and that might be their key ingredient here.
This is just the tip of the ice. I mean, they can legitimately go on a run here, because you saw it in their lead up, the playoff leading up. They beat some powerhouse programs. They beat Aledo, which just doesn't happen in Texas high school football. And that was, I think, the turning point in their season. So they get to the playoffs, that's great. But then you take on a team like Aledo that's got almost a dozen state championships over the years. It was that play right there. That was a fourth down stop. That was the moment where I think the team got the confidence that, okay, we can beat state championship caliber teams. Why don't we go win it as well? And to their credit, all the spotlight on them, all the media attention on them, and they still pulled it out.
And certainly not too early for us to start thinking about next year. You think that they can keep this thing going?
Absolutely, and Todd wants to.
All right, Jonah Javad, thanks for being with us today.
You bet.
Tonight, Reunion Tower, by the way, in Dallas is going to be lighting up in gold once again in honor of South Oak Cliff's historic football championship. The Omni, just about next door there, is also going to be joining in the celebration tonight, also turning the skyline gold. That should be something really cool to see. The team's win, of course, wasn't just about the players and the coaches on the field or the fans in the stands. As Jonah was just talking about, this really has become an entire community kind of thing. Damon Fernandez is live at the parade's finish line today, the South Oak Cliff High School football field. Damon, let's talk a little bit about this, about the entire community and what this team means for this community.
Yeah, hey there, Jason. You know, when you think about South Oak Cliff, the high school, people consider this a hub for the community. Again, we've heard it from Ariel, we've heard it from Jonah. This is more than just a game, a win for South Oak Cliff High School, more than just this community, but for the entire city. This entire city will gather here on the football field for a party. You can see the setting up the stage behind me here. Now, for South Oak Cliff, this is a prideful community, and when good things happen, you can better believe that people will come out strong. Talking about good things, I'm standing on the football field right now, the brand new football field at the school, new turf. This was something that the community fought for. This is something that the community wanted. So when good things happen, you better believe the community will show up strong. Now, during this pandemic, thinking about community still and how much this school is integral to the community, during the pandemic, the school served as a community resource center, distributing meals for families, COVID-19 vaccination clinics, and other service projects. So when you think about this school, South Oak Cliff, being a hub for the community and making things happen in and around this community, Jason, you better believe that people are saying that South Oak Cliff is that nugget that's bringing people together.
Needed, Damon, because we know that these players have been through a lot in these past couple of years, especially. They had to overcome quite a bit to get to this point, not only with their schooling, but with their football as well. You've been asked to be a part of today's event. Congratulations on being the MC, because this is a huge deal here in South Oak Cliff today. What are we expecting at that victory celebration where you are following the parade?
Yeah, you know, Jason, I tell you, I felt honored when I got the call and they asked me to MC this event. You know, I cover Southern Dallas, and I've covered the journey of South Oak Cliff. You know, as we show you some more of this football field, over to the left over here, you see some community organizations are already setting up. Now, community organizations, they were here when just a few years ago, students were staging protests at South Oak Cliff High School, walking out, staging protests to talk about conditions inside their old campus. We saw and reported about issues where they were dealing with leaking ceilings, mold in some classes, rodents running around campus. They desperately needed a new school. The students spoke up for it, and the community supported them. We saw over months and over years how Dallas ISD worked to bring the resources to not only address those concerns, but also build an entire new school back here and a new field. Not only to mention that, but across the street, there's a new park in this community. So talk about the journey. You better believe that people are going to be highlighting that right now. As this program begins at noon after the parade, you can better believe that there will be students from the football field, the coaches, and other dignitaries from across Dallas praising this school for this championship win. We'll see you back then. I'll be out here at 12. Tune in for us. We'll be streaming it online.
And Damon, you've been doing a great job keeping up with everything and covering all of those different issues you were talking about. So fitting that you will be emceeing this today. Thanks for that, and have a good time out there today. Just a reminder for you, we're going to be keeping the parade up live at the bottom of your screen throughout this newscast. We're also streaming it live right now at WFAA.com and on the WFAA app. So we're all over this. We also have the celebration program live there starting at noon at WFAA.com and on the app as well. We're going to have the news of the day coming up here in just a moment, but as we go to break, we leave you with another live look at the South Oak Cliff Championship celebration. We'll be right back. Stay with us.